Hi guys, I'm back with another video and this is going to be a short one. As you can see in the title, I am going to show you how to create a clipping mask in Canva. So the first thing that you need to know is that Canva doesn't necessarily have a clipping mask feature. Canva uses frames. Now, frames are basically shapes, and what you're going to do is drag and drop the images you want, taking the shape of that frame into that frame. So I'm going to show you how right now. So I've selected a circle shape as my frame. So the cool thing about Canva is that Canva provides a library with a pretty decent selection of frames, different shapes, as you can see, from the very basic shapes like squares and circles to, more detailed, more dynamic shapes. This is me going through that library and just looking for some interesting frames that I can use to demonstrate. As you see, all you have to do is type in the search bar, whatever frame you're looking for. Say you're looking for an oval or a heart, and you will get, some suggestions. Now, before I start dropping in the images into the frames, I'm going to show you another way to create a frame. And using this function, this is called the Frame Maker app. And Canva has a bunch of different apps integrated into the Canva app. Pretty cool, right? So now I'm going to try out the word frame. So basically you type in a word and that becomes a frame that you can drop your pictures in. And you can basically, it's the same concept as a clipping mask. So you can, customize the text, change how it looks. You know what, let's add this to my canvas so that I can use it. Now I'm going to show you how to custom make a frame. So you can basically use this feature to create a frame in the shape that you want. So if perhaps you can't find the shape you want in the library, one of these basic shapes that Canva provides, you can basically use this feature to customize the shape. So you can add points, you can edit the length, you can edit the angle, as you can see me doing right now. It's actually very fun. If you have a reference picture, you can definitely use that and replicate your reference picture using these points. So all you do is double click anywhere in that grid, and that way you can add a point and then you can drag it out, you can resize, you can basically transform the frame that you are trying to create. So I don't have a specific shape in mind, so I think I was trying to create a Z right there, but you know what? I'm just going to use this as an example, and yeah, I did not have a shape in mind. So I'm just gonna drop this into my design on my canvas, and we're gonna use it as a frame. And this is one of the reasons why I really do love using Canva. It's because of the ease of it all. The interface is so easy to use. It's so user-friendly. Nothing feels complicated. When you're using Canva, you just feel like you can create. You feel like you can just flow. Everything is easy to use. Everything is convenient. They have so many templates. They have so many, basic shapes available. They have such an extensive library of different elements. It's completely insane. Like, it's basically a one-stop shop. And I definitely have Canva Pro, so you can access much more features. Guys, Canva really gets a job done when you need to quickly do something. Maybe something is urgent. You need to quickly design something. And Canva is your go-to for ease of design and affordability as well. So I'm going to go back in and create another custom shape. Yes, I know. But for some reason, I just find this feature so fascinating. Like, look at the way you can customize the shape. Like, it's actually crazy. You can make the grid points, you can increase the grid points, which basically means you can go into much more details. So you can imagine the type of shapes that you can create using this feature. Now I'm going to go and source some images that I'm going to use in my frames. So I'm just looking for some aesthetic, nature images that I can use in these frames. And so all you need to do to access Canva's library is to type in whatever you're looking for in the search bar and you will get a lot of options. So I'm going to pick a couple images and I'm just going to add them to my canvas and I'm going to drag them over the shape until it basically gives you a bit of a glimpse of how it would look in the shape. And then I'm going to release it and it's just going to drop in like that. So just drag and drop. You see how easy that is. It creates a clipping mask effect. If you want to adjust the image in the clipping mask in the frame, you just have to double click on the frame and basically you can drag it up and down. You can zoom in and out and that will adjust the image in the frame. Basically, if you want to show more of a certain area, like I want to show more of the sky, so I'm just going to drag it down. And this is how the images look in these custom shapes. I think this is so cool. I mean, look at that. Look at these random shapes and they have this beautiful image in them and it was so easy to do. Absolutely no layers required. And that is how easy it is to create a clipping mask in Canva. So I also wanted to demonstrate with a letter. So in the frames library, you can basically find letter frames, so individual letters, and you can just do the same thing. Drag and drop the image into the frame, and this is what you get. And that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.